Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sandra. I woke up earlier today, but I'm hoping my kids don't wake up. We're working on my Franklin plan with me the week of Halloween. And you guys, I decided to have a last minute change of heart. So I just took an IG reel video of this binder because I am going to switch it for Halloween week, and I didn't want to say goodbye until I had something on film that I could post publicly. But I decided, because I don't know, it's just not the same if you're not in a black binder for Halloween. So I'm going to move into my Black Anna binder. You guys, I have all of my Halloween inserts in here already, waiting for my other stuff to go in. So I'm just going to deconstruct this binder real quick. This is something I usually do in a monthly video. So it's a little weird for me to be doing it right now, but we're going to do it. We're going to change out just for the week, and then next week we're going to go into a new binder. Because why not? There are no rules when it comes to planning. I am going to pull everything out of here, and you guys can watch. You guys can watch me work here, and we will be back when I have moved into my Black Anna. All right, guys, it's time to say goodbye to my beautiful chestnut vintage Aurora, and my kids are awake. I don't know what. It's like they can somehow sense I'm walking down the stairs or something. Like, what's going on with that? Okay. Anyway, so I can barely get everything in here. I feel like these are the same size rings. They're like 1.5 as my vintage Aurora, and it still isn't enough. But to be fair, I think the inserts I put in here, like the dashboards, some of them had a lot of like lamination on them, so that could be why. Okay, so I wanted this to stay here, but this back clip isn't cooperating. Maybe he can just go in here. This is like a little Cocoa Daisy thing. I only need one of these, so maybe I'll do the potion instead of the book. Okay. And then the back clip I'm just going to put on the little pocket here, so that maybe he stays better. Okay, you probably can't see him as well, but that's fine. All right, so that stuff is in there. I'm going to put the pictures of my kids somewhere, maybe. Yeah, so just FYI, if you can hear my kid growling, that's him. Yeah, he's busy growling. Okay, there we go. All done. So I'll do a final flip through at the end. I'm going to have to get planning here because they're going to be getting up soon. So I just wanted to show you, I've got a few of my own charms. I put my Planner Perfect charms in my TN, so you won't ever find them in here. But I love these. These are my own. So I've got this little black cat and these witch shoes. And then I've got this bat with a little witch on a broom. And then I have the spider with the web. So I'm going to put the spider because it is on a paper clip. I'm going to put it here. And then I'm going to put the witch and the cat, the witch feet and the cat here on the zipper. And it doesn't bother me that they're gold and everything else is silver. I don't really care. Okay, and then we'll find a place to put this little guy. Okay, so maybe I'll just use another paper clip. It's a really good trick. If you guys like have one of these and you want to attach it with the paper clip, just put it on the paper clip like that, right? And then you can use it just like that, and then you'll have this like little charm hang in here. Maybe he wants to cooperate. I don't know. Okay, so I've got some sticky notes that I'm going to put in the back maybe. I've got other ones, but these ones went way better. So these are the Cocoa Daisy from last year. So weekly plan with me. We're going to get back into this now. So I need the month to get my little weekly task card out. But soon we will be switching over for November. It'll be next week. I don't know. I actually scheduled everything. Oh, let me think here. Let me think, because I went ahead and scheduled everything, but I don't really want to switch out of my TN yet and all of my dashboards until after the 31st. That was what I was going to do. So I might, like what we'll do is I'll plan in the new plan books and I'll do the plans in here. But I think I'm going to stay in all of my binders and my TN until the Sunday. And then I might film Monday. And then I'll show you guys how I switch everything over. But we'll just do like the actual plans, but I'm going to stay in the binder because it's Halloween. Because by the time I plan, like I guess you guys will see it Saturday, Sunday, but it's still going to be Halloween for me. And I don't want to switch out till Monday. I hope that makes sense. But I'll still plan, like we'll still do a video because I've got a whole bunch of Planner Perfect things to do. And the funny thing too is my Planner Perfect video will be on time because I'm getting it's going to be here in time. So that's good. Okay, so let's review the previous week. So I'm going to go to the daily section. Today is the 23rd that I'm filming this video on. Don't have long to go. 7 or 8 more days till the Cocoa Daisy reveal, you guys. Okay, so we just need to go back to the 16th, right? Yeah. Okay, so my kids have been home. They have been home, still on my teacher strike. Thursday, I don't have any productivity left in my body. I'm just kind of done. But I did my morning routine. I went and washed my Jeep this day. So it was very minimal work. I didn't put a lot on my list. I didn't finish editing my video though. So that's kind of what made me lazy, I felt. I'm like, at least if I could get that done, but I didn't even do that. Friday was a bit easier. My daughter went to my mom's, which was kind of nice because she doesn't get many chances to go out. So I did my morning routine. I did my makeup. So I went to karaoke by myself. Put away my October planning stuff because I was done with it. This was the last week I was planning with like the fall autumn theme. And then I knew this week I was going to be doing the Halloween stuff. And I actually was able to practice my songs and I did a tidy of the living room, but that was it. So I kind of took it easy. Thursday, Friday, I didn't push myself, which was nice. And then Saturday, my husband was working on the weekend again. So I did my Halloween dashboards. So this is what I got all of these prepared. Oops, how did this end up in here? I forgot about it. Aha, maybe that's one less item that's making my planner a little heavy. Okay, let's go back to, what day was it? Okay, Is it Saturday already, or did we finish Friday? I don't remember. But yeah, anyway, so Saturday. I went to clean my makeup brushes. I never did. Sunday was always a bit more productive because I feel like, okay, we're getting ready for the week. Let's get to it. Did my morning routine, did a whole bunch of laundry. I ended up putting laundry and dishes on here. And you guys will notice I never do that. It's only if I have a ton. Let me tell you, I had 12 loads, you guys. In 2 days, 12 loads of laundry that I was working on. Because my daughter had an accident in her bed, so I was doing all the bedding too. But I still had to fold everything and make the beds and all that fun stuff. So we worked on my son's homework, so he brought homework that he can work on. So that was good. And then I watched my kids play their games for a bit because that's what they enjoy. They like me watching them. Got Chad to get groceries, and we went to Rexall and got some meds and stuff like that. And I did my reviews too, my business and my personal. And then on the Monday, I couldn't transfer my blog because Medium was down. So I'm going to go back in and check that. But it was weird because they have a global outage with certain websites. So I did my journaling routine Monday. And yeah, the Halloween dashboards. So I cut the dashboards that were in here. And I made Halloween dashboards for my TN. So you guys will see that tomorrow. And I did the November dashboards for my Franklin. And then I think it was just yesterday that I realized I hadn't done November dashboards for my TN. So I did those yesterday. But they're done. I cut my Cocoa Daisy November inserts down on Monday. Tuesday I was supposed to do my blog. I did not write it and it's still not done. So I'm going to have to try to do that today. But I was able to clean my makeup brushes on my desk, cleaned all that off, took off my nail polish, did expenses, kind of took a day off on Tuesday. I didn't really do a whole lot. And then Wednesday, or wait, because this was yesterday, Tuesday I also had my physio appointment. So what happened was it was at 10:30 and I ended up running errands. I went and got gas. I went to Walmart. I went to the Halloween store. We all have our Halloween costumes now, so that's a good thing. I'm excited for Halloween. I decided to get a costume and we're going to dress up and see if we can win more prizes. We'll see how it goes. Wednesday, and I think I might do my makeup on my channel. We'll see. For Halloween, it's going to be like kind of too late because it's going to be on Halloween, so you won't see it until posted after. But I'm going to do scars. And I've got a fun way to do them. Like I'm going to not do scars, but like cut marks on my face. So it's going to look really fun. So Wednesday, this was yesterday. I did well. I did my morning routine, helped my son with homework. My daughter said she's going to clean up the Barbie mess today. So hopefully I'm going to hold her to that. I had an Etsy order and an Amazon tax form thing I had to update. Budget. I had to call my kids' school to see if their school pictures were in yet, but they weren't. And then that's when I did my November Planner Perfect dashboards. So I, when I was like, okay, I need to take this Etsy order and mail it today. So me and the kids hopped in the Jeep and we went for like just kind of to get out. We went to the post office. I went to Mac's just to get a drink or something. And then my son wanted poutine, so we went all the way over to where my mom lives, and then we got poutine because there's this place that he really likes there. And then what else did we do? I went and got a booster juice, and then we came back. But it was just nice to get out because it was so nice outside. My son, my little one, played outside forever yesterday too, so it was actually nice. I mean, I think it was like 15, maybe 14, but it was warm. Like if you wore a sweater, it was still good enough. So I'm happy that we're having a few nice days before the cold really sets in. And then this is today. So I've got not a huge list, which I'm happy about. Just FYI, you guys, the Sephora sale starts October 31st for all Sephora products. And then if you're Rouge, and then I think it starts a few days later if you are VIB. So you get 10% off. But Rouge members get 20% off. So I am going to place my order on October 31st. I am getting my cart ready. As you can see, I made a list, put it on my list today. I already have a cart ready, but I just what I like to do is I go in and I watch makeup videos to see what people are really loving right now. And then I'll just go and try like, 2 to 3 products that I'm think are might be really, really good. Because I have such a vast makeup collection that I don't need tons of products anymore. I've kind of built up my level to where I'm good with it. And every year I have to throw some stuff away because it goes bad. But I open my products, like I stagger them. So I've got quite a few that are still good. So, and when I mean quite a few, I mean a lot. I've got a problem. I've got a problem. Okay. Um, Not really that big of a problem. I have everything organized. It's all in acrylic containers and it's amazing and I love having it. But I like trying new products too. So anyway, so I'm going to complete my lettering today. That I'm going to interrupt this portion of the video. So next we would normally review goals, but because I'm going to talk about this lettering, I'm going to tell you guys about my bullet journal. So I mentioned last time that I was thinking about having a bullet journal or maybe creating one. You guys, it's not like a permanent thing. I'm just doing it for fun. I realized that I don't like it as much as I like my planning, but it's something different for me that brings in a little bit of creativity. So let me show you. So I'm using this journal. Actually, I had used this in 2022 or 2023. I had started it and then I was done with bullet journaling and I jumped into my Franklin. This is by a company called Compoko. You can see it here on the back, Compoko. Pretty sure they still have this one. I have like 3 or 4 other ones from this company. It doesn't have a pen loop, so that's the only downside if you are a bullet journaler. But I did this like a couple of years ago. So there was like a handful of pages in here. And what I did is I cut them out and then I glued like 2 pages together to kind of like minimize the effect that it had. So that's what happened there. And you guys, I went really, really, really simple here, okay? I did this title page for, the quarter. So we're just doing it for October, November, December to play around, see how I feel. It's a lot of work. And I'm really into my Planner Perfect TN right now. Like that's where I decorate. But I realized most of my decorations, like I don't draw anything anymore. It's all stickers. And while I love playing with stickers, like you guys, if you're partly decorative people like me, you understand it's fun, right? Like it's relaxation time, like along with the planning. But I wanted something a bit more substantial where I was actually creative, like creatively drawing. And so I decided to create this. And I ended up picking this journal because it doesn't have, like, does have a pocket in the back too. It doesn't have a lot of pages. So I might be able to get away with, like, I'm probably still not going to finish this unless I just continue January in it. I don't know. But like there's the Ryder Carroll method of bullet journaling, which you just like pretty much list stuff down as you go. Like you just write it in order and then you use the index to like pay attention to what pages are on what. But I kind of do it the Amanda Rachel Lee way. If you guys have ever heard of her, she lives in Ontario and she moved to Victoria or BC for a while. And then I think she's back in Ontario. I don't know. Maybe she's in BC. I haven't seen her channel forever. I was going to watch some of her videos and I just never had time. There's actually a whole bunch of videos I want to catch up on. I ended up doing a future log because future log is very important to me. I need a place to be able to put future dates and appointments, especially because I have 3 kids. So I did it up until June, figuring that would be good enough. And then here is my October spread. So I didn't do it Halloween, but now I'm kind of wishing I had of. But I went leaves because, it was October. I'm not completely happy with this. I hate the fact that I did this in brown. And I also don't like I wish I'd done it in black. And I also don't like the highlighter that I added on there. But it is what it is. I filled in my calendar and I put in my video posting dates. So this is what I was talking about. So on Thursday, which is my sister's birthday, ironically, and the day before Halloween, I'm going to post my Franklin November setup. It's just not going to have a new binder. So that's the thing, you guys, is that I don't really want to change things up. I don't want to wait until after, like the 1st or 2nd, to do the entire setup. I want to do the setup, but I don't want to change the binder or the dashboards. So I'm going to have to do another video on Monday and just do the binder, the dashboards, and the TN dashboards, because everything else will already have been planned, right? So I'll do one video with everything together, showing how I just switch it into my November stuff. So that's going to be a video, a weird one, because I'm going to have Franklin and Planner Perfect all in one. But I don't want to switch it. So down here, I just gave myself like a little timeline. So Tuesday, I'm going to film my November setup for my Franklin, but I'll keep the same like binder, like I said, and the inserts, and just do the November calendar. I guess the monthly goals, the calendar, and the master tasks like I usually do. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to film the Planner Perfect one. So again, I'll keep all of the Halloween stuff because I don't want to move out yet. And then just film like everything. I think there's a monthly calendar in my yearly book, the monthly calendar in the monthly plan book, and then the goal page. And I think that's it. Goals, the 2 monthlies. And then on Thursday, like normal, I would film my weekly setup for Franklin, but it'll be the first full week of November. So I'll do like November's like setup. And then on the Friday, I'm going to do the Planner Perfect one. And then it'll still all be in the same TNs and planners that I'm using. So, and I did switch over my TN already for Halloween. So that's kind of a bummer because I wanted to share that with you guys, but I was so excited to just get into the Halloween thing because it's only going to be for 1 week, right? So I was like, oh, I need to do it now. Okay, so anyway, this page is redundant. I don't know why I did it, but I was kind of playing around with the idea of having this calendar and this calendar, and I hate this, okay? I don't like it. I used to do this sometimes if I had extra stuff that I couldn't fit on here, but I only need this one. Like if this one shows everything at a glance, I don't need that. So moving forward, I would put, like I'd still do a master tasks, or maybe, I don't even know. I don't even need to do a master task in here. So what I might do is just omit these 2 pages because my master tasks are already in my Franklin and I don't need it. And then I started doing a weekly master task list in my Planner Perfect, and it's also redundant. So I don't want to do this. So I'm not even going to pay attention to this. And we're almost on October anyway. So if I do a November setup, I'm going to omit these 2 pages. So I'd have the monthly, and you'll notice I didn't do a cover page. So I just jumped from the future log right into the month. I used to do cover pages. I used to go all out. And then I had pasted these doodle challenge and this lettering challenge in here from Sneak and Tarbaldo. I never ended up using the lettering because they're just too big. There's too many words. Glimmer and Successes, I do enjoy this page, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll continue it for now. It's just the fun things in life, right? Like the beautiful things, the positive things I like to capture. This is the Rando Doodle page. Now, this is super messy and looks really, really bad only because I did it all last night for 22 days. So today, if I go here, I'm on the 23rd, it'll be bones. So I'll probably do some bones behind here and like add it in. I'm not super happy with this, but it was because I was rushing because I was playing catch up for almost the entire month. So that's what happened there. And then this one is my doodle page that is on complete lettering. It's on my Franklin planner. I want to do this, so I just decided to use the Rando Doodle words because they're smaller. I got to Haunted House. No, I got to Witch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, I did Pumpkin, I did Spider, I did Ghost, Haunted House, and Witch. Yeah, so I'd be on Snake. So I'm just going to continue lettering up until like the 23rd, and then just do different lettering things. And then because I was feeling so random yesterday and like so bored, I decided to end up like lettering my week. But when I look at it, it actually looks kind of cool. So this is my week, and all I did on here is I put the major things that I've done so far or that I'm planning on doing. So morning routine is always on here, right? I basically don't even need to write it. But the big things that we're doing, I write that in. So I did Halloween dashboards. I did my physio, clean makeup brushes, and I'll make it bigger depending on what's going to take as much time. So I thought that was kind of fun. And then that's as far as I got. So I will be drawing my next setup for like next week, the same week what we're planning this for, on the next page. and that's all I do. And I kind of like this layout because it lets me do fun things like this. So I don't know if I'll continue this layout or if I'll do something different. I don't know. But it is kind of neat because it lets me have some fun with it. But the next week I could do Halloween doodles because it is the week of Halloween. So I might do that and might have some fun there. But anyway, I just wanted to share that quickly with you guys. I know that wasn't actually that quick, but that's kind of what that looks like and what I've been playing around with. Okay, so now let's look at the reviewing goals. Sorry for my son. He's in his room with the door closed and he is so loud. Okay, so let's go to quarter 4. I'm going to try to hurry up through this video. And what I'll do is I'll just go get him when I'm on the silent mode of this video because he's going to make the rest of this video very hard. So I've finished my physio appointment. As for physio, just give a little update for that. I had to continue with the exercises, of course, but instead of getting a knee replacement right away, so they were basically saying I could get a knee replacement like this next month or so because I'm young and I can get in really, really fast. Instead of doing that, we're going to do an injection. It's not cortisone because cortisone won't work. It'll only work for like 2 to 3 weeks and make it feel better and then it'll go away. But they're going to inject hyaluronic acid into my joint and apparently it can last for up to 2 years. And it's basically acting as a cushion between my joints and kind of help with lubrication. So we're going to try that first. I'm just really, really scared of like any needles in my knee, like anywhere else, like my back when I had my kids, you couldn't see it and you're in so much pain anyway, so it didn't matter. And needles in my arm is okay, but in my knee, that really grosses me out. So he says he could do it in his sleep. So I'm like, okay, I guess we'll try it because if it can alleviate my pain without taking tons of like Tylenol and Advil, let's do it, right? I'm going to go ahead with it, but it doesn't mean I'm not scared. So Halloween costumes, we got them. So happy about that. I'm planning on getting TNs. I'm going to get 2 of them. When they come out, they're the Croc Edits from Planner Perfect. They're not coming out until the beginning of November. So then the other thing I should have put on here was the 31st, I think it's to the November 10th, was the Sephora VIB sale. So I put that on there. Physio for knee, I've definitely been working on it. I did some exercises yesterday, so I've been good there. Everything else kind of has to just stay on here for now because I'm not ready there. We're not ready yet. But I do have my November goals written in. And I don't know if I can get my hands on these sheets again. Oh, no, I can. I don't know if I have a copy. I should check. Maybe this was my copy from last year. Because you'll notice I don't have washi tape. So what I do, I get lots of questions about these. I get them from Jane's Agenda, you guys. So go to Jane's Agenda. I am an affiliate. You can use my link down below, but I get them from Jane's Agenda and then they come disc punched. Okay, so if you do not have a disc planner, they won't work. But what I do is I washi tape around the punch and then I punch them for my Franklin and then it works. Okay, so that's what I do. I've got another example here. Let's see. So right here, I did the same thing. These were the reference inserts I got 1 year or 1 month, and I washi taped over the disc punch and then punched for Franklin. So it still looks pretty. You can use like a really light color of washi tape and it doesn't really look that noticeable. It kind of adds a little decorative element and it looks like it's meant to be that way. So I don't know, it's kind of cute, but that's what I do. Okay, so let's look at the monthly goals. Probably nothing that we can change here either. Oh, Halloween costumes, physio exercise plan. I do have that in place. I'm going to work on that every second day. Not every day because I don't want to wear everything out. I don't want to overdo it either. Last property tax payment is going to be on the 31st. So I'll cross that off then. We're going to have to get my husband the 2 new tires right away. Or no, 4 new tires. We're just going to buy all 4 of them. New photos up on walls. I have to work on that. Okay, and that's it for that. So now let's look at the compass card. I can tell you right now, there's like nothing I can like cross off in here. I haven't even had a chance to watch a movie. And apparently, the Hallmark movies are out earlier. I took a photo of it. It was on my phone. I'm using my good phone right now, but I took a photo of it, and they start like earlier than November. I'm like, how early are these Hallmark movies going to start? But like a new one comes out every single day, so it's interesting. But I found a few. This was like a couple years back now. There were a few that were like my absolute favorite. So for the longest time, I would like download them or I would like save them to my system and then rewatch them again and again. But then after a while, I just said, whatever. Chad needs more space on the PVR, so like just like go ahead and delete them. But some of them were so good. Okay, so I've got my appointment done. Organized files, haven't done that yet. Haven't done any reading. Haven't done the dentist or the movie. Haven't done any of that. We're doing the plan with me now, and we'll cross that one off for tomorrow. And that's it. So I've done the reviews, but I'm just going to carry these same things over to next week. And I do actually have to add, I bought a cape for my costume, like a long shawl thing. So I need to not hem it because the material it's going to get wrecked if I try to hem it. I'm just going to pin it up. So I'm going to have to see if I can get some other pins that make it very unnoticeable and then pin it before Halloween because I don't want to step on it and get it dirty because it's really like it hangs too low. Okay, so next we're going to look at the calendar, master task, and inbox, and then we'll go off and put everything on fast forward mode. So, calendar, no, inbox first. Haven't added anything to the inbox, but I don't think I've actually done anything on here yet. And I don't think I can do anything. I mean, I can look at the pictures. Knee physio, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, there's like nothing on there. It's like projects that I need either help with or that are like too big for me to just do in one day. So I always just like don't even bother looking at them. But they're multiple step projects, so they're kind of closely related to goal stuff. Stuff that I keep putting off for another day. So this week, we're looking at the 23rd. We're filming now. And I need to look at the 27th. So Monday the 27th to November 2nd. So that's one of the problems. I'm planning ahead for the 1st and 2nd of November, but I don't actually have the calendar ready. So again, that will be next week. And it is what it is. I'm just going to have to deal with it. I do have, like, for example, when I relabel these, so this will be the 27th instead of the 28th, and then it'll go to the 2nd. So I'll have the days on here. So anything that I've pulled from my future calendar, like if this is the 1st, I can put Cocoa Daisy reveal. So like I'll know what's going on. I just don't have the monthly calendar to refer to until next week. And when we do that next week, it's going to be early anyway. It's going to be on Tuesday. So I'll have it. I just won't have it between now and Tuesday, which is a handful of days, right? It's like 5 days. We'll be fine. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So yeah. Okay, Wednesday we'll have budget. Thursday is my sister's birthday. We don't really like celebrate anymore. I'll call her and sing her happy birthday or something. My husband has to go to the doctor, but he'll be off. So Wednesday is his first day off. And I was like, oh, I didn't put that down there, but I highlighted it. So it's highlighted here. And then on Friday is Halloween. So it's going to be a busy day on Halloween. I'm going to have to, I'm going to film my weekly for my Planner Perfect. So I'll have to do that early. So that morning, I'll have my morning routine. I always film my video first, and then I do my morning routine right after. So I'll film the video, do the morning routine, edit the video as fast as I can, and then I'm going to have to get cleaned up and get ready because I'll have to start my makeup early and get ready. Like I'll have to do my entire makeup process, especially if I'm filming it and talking at the same time. I'll do that first. And then we take our kids out about 5:30, 5 o'clock, 5:30, and we'll go around, do our trick-or-treating. And then we come back. My husband has to get ready. I'll touch up my makeup if I have to. And then we have our Halloween party that night. It really sucks. I wish it wasn't on Halloween because I'd want to stay with my kids and not have to rush. But my karaoke starts at 9. And like, I'm not sure how late my kids are going to want to go out till. So if we can even like leave our house for karaoke at 8:30 and then be there a little bit before 9, that would be the best bet, but we'll see how it goes. It's going to be busy, so I want to get there early enough. And we're just going to have to see. It's going to be a busy one. And then this weekend, so I'll probably stay home Saturday. I'm thinking most likely I will. And then just maybe watch a movie with my kids then. Because then that will be November 1st. That will be Coco Daisy reveal. Very excited for that because that'll be for January. So we get to see what's happening then. And then for the master task list, honestly, there's nothing here I can cross off yet. And I'm suspecting that most of this is going to be carried over to November. November box will be here. I think it's going to be here on this weekend, you guys. So I get to film that before I actually plan with it. So that's going to be good because, yeah. And then the Planners Anonymous one is on its way. I got a notification. I think Bolivia or Bavaria. I don't remember. It starts with a B. That's all I know. It's next to Germany. But that will be coming. And then I never watched the live for the next one, so I don't even know what it looks like, but I do know it's something with Australia. So that's fun. It's more of like a tropical kit, which is really cool. So yeah, I think that's it to recap there. And then we would be getting into a new compass card, but I will fast forward this. We'll plan the week. I'm just going to show you what I have to work with here. So for Halloween stickers, I've got my die cuts from Coco Daisy. These ones here, that's October. These ones are from last year. And then that's last year. I think all of these are last year. These cutesy looking ones are from this year. So that's last year. But these ones here, they're more flat looking and they're more cutesy and they've got like dogs and stuff. Those are from this year. And so while I still like them and I thought it was kind of a cute idea because like my dog passed away August 1st. So I was going to do like a little memory of her. I do still prefer the scary ones. And so I think like I love those ones. Like the one like last year's setup, I just adored. I loved it. But I think some people don't like that. And so they like the cutesy vibe. This isn't like, I like black and orange. The brown isn't really coming through to me as much. I like the black. Like I love the raven. I love the bats. You know, the ghost is okay. But the cutesy stuff, I don't know. I'm not as much into that as I am like the scary stuff. So those are just the die cuts. I'll show you the stickers. Because I did get the entire Halloween kit. And that was October. So I have these little bats that you have to glue down. So I might use some of those. These were last year's. I got those little sparkly bats too. I got some letters in there. And then I've got these rub-ons from last year, so I might use those. These are leftover stickers from last year. Last year. I love those. I'm so glad I have some left over. And I do have some alphas, but I am running out, so I might not be able to complete like an entire word with those. This was new, so these were just sayings, and I like these. So I do appreciate that there was still some stuff here. Like, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself and spiders. Like, I like that. And then this one, there's Little Witch in All of Us. And then I like this one too, Beware the Grinning Skulls. But then here's where it kind of gets cutesy, right? Like, I like this one, but it's such a flat image. It's not realistic. Whereas these ones were a bit more realistic because they had like the shadows and like I love the skull and the broom. Like, I love that. But yeah, these ones are a bit more flatter images. I love the, I don't know, like I might do a tribute to my dog with one of them. Like I might do one of the ghost dogs. I'll use some of the words probably. And then I can use these alphas here. So we still have some alphas I can use. And I thought I had puffy alphas. I do. I have this Halloween kit where I just kind of smashed everything together. So I'm just going to kind of go through this stuff with you and show you what I have. I took some Happy Planner stickers too. I'll show you those in a minute. I wanted to integrate like some skulls. And this was the pad of paper that I wasn't too keen on. I'm like, potion. I had some of these in my TN, I think. but it's got the puppy on it. Okay, and then I use some of these in my dashboards. I will show you those tomorrow. So these were just cardstocks. I had a stamp set, 2 of them, one from last year. That was last year's. I used it, and then this one. Anyway, this little envelope thingy. So these are all of my Halloween stickers that I'm going to use. The cardstock, I've already used them. Everything that I'm not going to use, I'm just going to put back. Just to organize it a bit here. Okay, so for stickers, these are the rub-ons for this year, but I showed you guys the other rub-ons, so I might try to do scary rather than just like cute. Like I like that bat. And I do like I like the corner webs. Those are cute. I might use those. Okay, and then the puffy alpha. So I might, let's say like Hallow's Eve or something on there. And I might do that in my TN because I'm not going to have enough. And I don't like bumpy pages on my Franklin. Okay, so I've got, this is actually a Happy Planner sticker sheet. And I love the haunted houses. Like, and this is cutesy, but I don't mind cutesy spiders. It doesn't make any sense, but like, they're cute. Then I kept a few ghosts. I ended up giving my daughter a few of my things because she wanted them. So I was like, okay, here you go. But I might use some of these ghosts. And then I've got these Arky Frankie stickers. They're Halloween gnomes. I might use 1 or 2. We'll see. It doesn't really go with my vibe. And then the last thing I have, I thought I had way more, but I guess I didn't. I've got these Happy Planner stickers as well. I've got one with the bats. And then I've got that bat one. It says planning. I thought I had more of those. I should have had another one, but I think I lost it. I've got this little thing I might use as a bookmark. This is a ribbon from this year's Cocoa Daisy Halloween kit. And then I've got 2 sugar skeletons I might use because I wanted to incorporate sugar skeletons somehow. And yeah, I might use those guys. So that's what we'll be using. But without further ado, let's get into planning. I'm just actually going to go get my kiddo. You're not going to see an interruption. Oh, I should show you my washi tape too. Okay, so these are Simply Gilded. Actually, this one is too. Look, I don't think I have any other ones. Let's see. That one was from this year. I thought I had more. I might have had like a small black one, but I don't know where it is. That was Cocoa Daisy last year. Where's all my last year Halloween stuff? Maybe it was just one that I really liked. I did have other ones. I just didn't like them as much. Okay, so these are Simply Gilded. This one I'm going to pull over for maybe November. And it's actually like nice. It says love and it's got like this pumpkin with like eyelashes. And it says family. So it's not super scary, but I love the fact that it's got white pumpkins with like shadow on it and like black on the background. It's so cute with the gold foil. So I might use that one, incorporate it somehow. I've also got these ones. So this is like a haunted house scene, but it's all purple, which I love. And it has black foil. Is it black foil or blue foil? I don't know, but it's really cool. So if I incorporate a little bit of purple in there, I could use these. And then the Cocoa Daisy from last year. This was like my favorite one ever because it had all of the perfect colors. It's got a bat, a haunted hill, a cobweb, some graveyard stuff, a haunted house. So all of that stuff I just absolutely love, and I'll definitely be using this one. I've also got the PET washi tape that came this year. So we've got a few stickers on here that I could use. That's where it repeats there. So I've got the doggy, some ghosts and bats and spiders, and then the web. So I'll definitely be using those. Okay, and then I've got the ones from this year from Cocoa Daisy. So this was the one I think that came in the kit, the Halloween bonus kit. So again, it's got that dog on there. So it's kind of more fun. It's not really super scary. And then here, this is the bonus one. If you ordered it early enough, you got like this extra one. And this one also is just kind of fun. It's like little ghosts with bats in the background. And one of the ghosts is wearing a hat, so I might use that one. And then I've got the 3 October ones from last year. I did not get the Halloween kit from this year because I wouldn't have got it in time. So I decided not to bother. I actually decided to get 2 new leathers instead. I was like, what's going to serve me better in the end? And I already had all of this Halloween stuff. So I'm like, yeah, let's just do that. So I have this pumpkin, which again might come in handy for November, but it is still cute. Like, it's pretty, right? It's very delicate. And it kind of reminds me of this one. So those might work well. And then I've got the little ghost, which I'm absolutely in love with. I did since get the ghost charm, so I have him for this year. You guys will see him tomorrow. So happy, and I love that this is a vertical washi. And then the last one that I have is this plaid, which I love plaid. I just don't have very many of it from, I don't have very many of these from Coco or from Planner Perfect because like I haven't been with them that long. It's only been a year or so. So yeah, I love this. I'll definitely use this one in there as well. I might use it on the side pages. I don't know. And I don't know how I'm going to incorporate them in my Franklin, but I'll figure it out. So I will decorate and then we'll come back and we'll chat when we're all done. We'll see you soon. All right, guys, we're all done. I just wanted to kind of give you a rundown of what I've got going on next week. I'm going to be pretty busy. I've got quite a few videos to film, and we've got my goal video. I have it here posting on Monday, but I'm not sure if that's when I meant for it to post, because I think I'd like to move it to Wednesday if I could. Yeah, because this filming schedule was all messed up. Or was it? No, I had it originally posted on Wednesday, so I'm going to change that. I don't want that posting on Monday. So we're going to move it all the way down here. Post goals on Monday or Wednesday. Wow. So yeah, I just caught that. And actually I ran into a predicament, which I feel I'm going to run into often, and it's going to suck. So what happened was my good phone, which I was filming the video on originally when I was speaking, I was filming on that, but the storage ran out again. So I don't know why. Like, I should have 500 gigs of data on this phone. I don't know why it's running out. But anyway, it ran out, and so I had to stop the video. I had to delete some videos, and then I was like, well, in the meantime, I've got 2 makeup videos I have to move to my computer, and then I might as well do this one too. But when the videos are over an hour long, I have trouble exporting them to my computer. It keeps failing when I use AirDrop. So either I have to do it manually, or I'll just keep trying until it works. I don't know. But anyway, so I tried using my work phone for the portion where it would be silent, and the video itself works fine. Like, the picture is fine. But then I tried speaking in there, and it didn't work. So I listened to it on my phone, and I uploaded it on my computer, and I couldn't hear myself. So here I am filming again. So from now on, I'm just going to have to film on my good phone, and that's basically it. And then what I'm going to do each time, it's going to be a pain in the butt, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to put my phone on like focus mode so that nobody, like the phone calls or stuff like that, don't interrupt me while I'm filming. And then I'm going to use my work phone, or maybe my iPad, probably my work phone. I don't know if I get messages on my work phone. I'll have to double check. I get them on my computer. So if I get text messages, I quickly type it on my computer, like if my husband messages me. But if my mom calls, I don't know how I'm going to do that unless it comes through on my watch, in which case I could use my work phone to or my good phone to talk to her. So yeah, I don't know, because I don't really get many interruptions, but when I do, it's usually when I'm filming. So anyway, it's a big conundrum, and so I'm filming this much later in the day. It's 3:18 now, and I'm just going to do this quick walkthrough. I took a break. I ate some breakfast, and then I read my book for a while, and then I decided that the house was just gross. So I did a whole cleaning thing, put my kids' toys away. My daughter cleaned up her Barbie mess, which was actually fun because I could cross it off my planner. And she was like, "Mom, can I cross it off?" So I let her cross it off. I'll show you that in a sec. But anyway, it was good. So Monday, I've got a makeup video that I'm not sure if I have one. I have to check on that, whether I have one already to go or if I have to edit the one that I have. I've got 2. So I was going to post one for Monday and then one for Thursday, but I have to be careful because if I get my Sephora stuff on the 31st, I'm going to have to make room for that video in there as well. So we'll have to see. I'm not sure what's going to happen now. But I've also got my blog. We've only got 4 more weeks of this, the Artist Way. So I'm glad that that's almost done. I'll be writing a new blog. I don't even have a blog written yet for this week. Okay, I just ran into the problem again, you guys, because I forgot to delete my storage in my settings, like the deleted stuff account, and my phone is going to die. It's at 16%. I can't believe this. Like, I'm having so many issues. I use my good phone for everything, like for watching videos, for doing tons and tons of stuff. So I have to be careful. Otherwise, I have to think about getting a new phone and using this phone as my work phone. The phone that I'm currently on is a 13 Pro Max, and it's amazing and I love it, and I don't need to get a new phone. Like, this one is perfect. I just don't want to be using it for filming if I don't have to. Okay, so anyway, so I'm going to be filming my Franklin monthly setup on Tuesday, filming the Planner Perfect monthly setup on Wednesday, and then I'll continue with my regular schedule. So the weekly Franklin on the Thursday, the weekly Planner Perfect on the Friday. Friday is going to be busy because I'll have this video, so I have to make sure all the other ones are edited, ready to go, and like perfect before Friday, because I have the Planner Perfect weekly, get that done, get my morning routine done, and then I have to start my makeup. So, and I'm also going to post a flip of my Halloween setup for Franklin on Instagram, because I will post right here on the 28th, I'll post the October. So anyway, I'll have a flip of both just in case people want to see, because I did change my binder. So I think that's fair. I did put this note here. So I'm changing the binder and the TN covers on the Monday, and I'll post the video Tuesday. And then the weekend will just be the weekly setups as per usual. So that is my week in a nutshell for work. It's going to be busy, and I have to think about new blogs to write. I'm kind of getting anxious over them. And honestly, I don't want to feel anxious. I hate that feeling. Okay, so here's where my daughter checked off clean up Barbie mess. As you can see, nothing has like worked out for me today. I have not done a single thing, so I need to get on it. But going back to my week that we set up today is here. So I feel like it's a little bit all over. It's a little bit crazy. My list for the week is short. Probably not going to get all of this stuff done anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. It can be pushed into November for the most part, except for like hemming my cape. Actually, it's more like a shawl. I need to get that not hemmed. I'm going to pin it because it's gorgeous, you guys. It's beautiful, but I don't want it to drag on the ground and get dirty. I also need to fill my Planner Perfect box. I'm pretty sure it's going to come on the weekend, so that'll be exciting. I can start planning. Actually, well, no, because I'm going to be planning on Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, I'll be filming it on Wednesday. Okay, so I didn't have date covers for this week, so I went ahead and used sterling ink covers that I had from a long time ago, and you could actually write on top of them. So my highlighter worked, and I just highlighted the dates because I had to redate it because it was an old planner. So I had a Halloween sticker. I was able to use my little webs here, put a haunted house, and I also have my puppy dog sticker that I wanted here. So I think I'm happy with it. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the Halloween setup for my Franklin. Please give the video a thumbs up if you did. If you are new, please subscribe, click on the bell button, and I'll see you guys next week with my November setup. Bye!